Text-based forms allow you to create powerful smart templates that you can customize and use anywhere you work. With TextBlaze, you can create dynamic templates with placeholders, drop-down menus, toggle fields, dynamic dates, and more. In this video, I'll cover each of the TextBlaze form commands and how to use them in your snippets. TextBlaze has a few different form types. I'll give a quick overview of them, but we also have videos and resources for each of these. Check the description for more information. Text fields are single-line placeholders where you can dynamically input content while inserting snippets. Paragraph fields are similar to text fields, but allow for multiple lines of input. Toggle fields are fields that you can click to enable or disable and dynamically insert content in your snippets. Drop-down menus allow you to make one or more selections in a menu input in your snippet. Date fields allow you to quickly choose a specific date from a menu while inserting a snippet. TextBlaze forms have settings that you can customize to extend the capabilities of the commands. Here's a breakdown of some of the most useful settings. Forms have a name setting, which helps you label them and use that to differentiate between the fields in your snippet. When you give a form a name, you can reuse it in your snippets. But when you fill out content in that field, it's reused in every instance where the name appears in your snippet. There are other ways to use form names as well, which I'll cover later in this video. The default setting allows you to set a default value that automatically populates into forms when you use a snippet. Note that setting a default value is different for each of the types of form fields. The formatter setting allows you to apply formatting rules to the output of a field. For example, you can use it to uppercase text that you choose in a menu. Check the description for more information about the formatter setting and what functions you can use with it. The validate setting helps you check content within a field and even make it required. For example, it can block snippet insertion and help make sure information is in the correct format in snippets. Within drop-down menus, you can toggle the multiple setting, which allows you to choose more than one option at once while inserting a snippet. The quick entry setting, which is toggled on a per snippet basis, adds a menu on the left side of the snippet pop-up menu, which allows you to quickly fill out forms within a snippet. One of the most powerful features of forms is the ability to give them names and use their contents in various ways, like using them in formulas. For example, in this snippet, I have fields for price and users, and I'm creating a formula that says price times users, which multiplies the values that I enter in each field and calculates the total for me. You can take it a step further and format the results within formulas. For example, I'm using the same fields in the formula from the previous example. You can click on the formula, then click Advanced Settings and choose a format option like money or percentages. which formats the output from your formula. With drop-down menus that have the multiple setting toggled on, you can select more than one item in the menu, and this will display the output as a list. You can use a formula with the join function to format results the way you want them. To do this, add the join function to a formula and replace the brackets with the name of your field. Then you can change the characters between the quotes. What you enter between the quotes changes how the output is formatted. For example, pressing enter outputs each selection on a new line. Or you can put a comma and a space to make it part of a sentence. Another powerful way to use form contents is with TextBlaze's if command, which helps you set conditions for the output in forms. For example, I'm creating an if statement that says if price is less than 100, then specific text is inserted. Then, if the condition is not true, a different set of text will be inserted. Now, when you insert the snippet, you can change the value in the form field and see the message change depending on what you entered. This is especially useful when used with drop-down menus, as you can show relevant messages based on your selection in the menu. You can do this manually, or you can click the drop-down menu, then click the three dots to have conditions automatically created for the items in your menu. And when you use the snippet, you can select an item from the menu and see the relevant text appear. When used with TextBlaze's error command, you can create conditions that show relevant, real-time error messages to help you validate form contents and avoid mistakes. Another powerful feature of forms is the ability to nest commands within other commands. For example, if you have a text field, you can set the default value equal to another command. In this example, I put a date command as the default value of my text field, which inserts today's date when I use the snippet. You can use form contents with TextBlaze's autopilot commands like the key command, which helps you quickly move between fields, click buttons, select from menus, and put the text exactly where you need it. For example, you can use form contents with autopilot to quickly fill out a repetitive form and make sure the correct text is entered in each field on the page. There are many different ways to use TextBlaze forms. Check out our guides linked in the description for more information, walkthroughs, and examples on how to use these features. And as always, feel free to post in our community for help.